It's about to go down. Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend Morning Show is back Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Michael Sean, that's me.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legend, where the truth hurts, but also makes you laugh.
Baby, tap in.
We the Worst Records, baby. We about to create a perfectly horrible song. Y'all know I've been in the gym, and now all I wear is tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. I wear tight shirts cause I'm working out some. And if I wear the right size, you won't see none of my little cuts in my arms or whatever. Short sleeve tight shirts in any type of weather. People talking trans when they see me in the street.
Your shirt's so tight, we can see your heartbeat.
Man, clown me if you want, I'm sticking to my guns. And when December comes, it's gonna be fun. You can crack jokes and treat me like a jerk, but one day you'll see my six-pack right through my shirt. And even if I wanted to, I just can't stop. I just might rock an Ezekiel crop top.
Whoa.
What? Did I take it too far? What?
Yes.
Whatever. Tight shirts in the morning, at work and when I grieve. I even wear tight pajama tops when I sleep. Tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts, tight shirts. Every day. Tight shirts.
One, two. You're muted. Let's see. Let me take Mike off mute since he got himself muted. Oh,
Good morning. Relax. I got it.
Right.
Oh, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. It is March 27th. It is the Thursday. It is Friday Eve. Jay Blizz is in here. I sent Financial Rebel the link, so we'll see if he pops on today. We'll see if Kamar will be on here. Good morning, Ms. Clark. Good morning. Get the good mornings out the way. Well, not out the way, but get them up there. Y'all official. Y'all get up here early. Y'all get up in here early. We got a lot to do today, y'all. We got did I write it down?
Asha. What up, Asha?
What was the LeBron?
Ashley thing? Newman. What up, Ashley?
We got a little something about LeBron.
Trendsetter.
We got a little something trendsetter. We got a little something about misgendering.
Okay.
And then we have how much are you willing to sacrifice for your relationship? And we got a scenario, no lies detected.
Okay.
So we're going to rock that and see what you guys think about everything. But before we do that, before we get all into that, Jay Black, how was your night?
What up?
How was
your night? Sean? Night was good. Good night. TV night. My Survivor. I love Survivor. I watch Survivor. I love it. Even got Lady Q watching Survivor. She was end up crying watching Survivor. One of them type episodes. It was good though. It was a good night. It was a good productive Wednesday family day. Wheel of Fortune, Survivor, all my little shows like that.
So Lady Q cried watching Survivor.
She cried watching.
Nicole, Miss Price. Wait. Are you new to the show, Miss Price?
She a Virgo, so I'm already representing with her right there.
Wait a second, Nicole. We have to welcome everybody. Well, I think you're new. I don't know if you've been watching from a distance.
She's watching on Facebook.
She got the Facebook. Everybody, I need y'all to welcome Nicole. You know, we value each and every person that joins the Takeover Legend morning show with Michael Sean, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, and C Chung, and the rest of everybody. Nicole, understand why you're watching this. This is a safe space. Say what you got to say. Whatever comments you want to make your comment.
Nikki.
We play a lot up in here. Speak
our minds. It's safe. You can speak your true thoughts. No judgment.
The Takeover Legend community supports. They come out to my events. We rock out. We do comedy shows. We do brunches. Let me just give you, if you didn't know, if you say something funny, this is an obvious one. To say somebody's in love, and if somebody's in love and everything like that, we might play this.
She mine. What is you talking about?
If you say something, and once again, don't take none of this to the heart. Don't take none of this to the heart. Sometimes a comment might come and we might tell that
girl, shut the up.
Maybe you didn't hear that clearly.
Girl, shut the up.
Happen. That might, but once again, we play a lot. If
she's from Willingboro. Willingboro love.
What up, Willingboro? I should see you this Friday at the Q Spot in West Hampton. I should definitely see you this Friday. If things get too serious, Nicole, right, and we need to lighten things up for no reason, we'll just play this.
Barbecue and foot massage. Jones barbecue and foot massage. Better come down here, get some of this shit. You like.
Somebody gets angry and somebody says something and we feel that they're angry, or one of us gets angry, we'll play this drop. Something that we're talking about that may have to be of a sexual nature, we'll play this.
She got big dash.
Hey, well, we might play some of that. If we think something was said that, like, if you had to drop the mic situation, or you were just coming forward, you were just blowing the spot out, we'll play this. That's right.
Yeah.
And
we play in here. We play like Sean said. Go
ahead. Play. And if you say something that we totally understand, we don't understand, me and Jay Black, and listen, it don't mean y'all don't understand it. It just means it went over me and Jay Black's head. We play a random quote from our girl Jilly from
Say it like this. If you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Jay Black really don't know what the fuck she's talking about. But all the women seem to know, Nicole. All the women. Terrence, what up, Terrence? Terrence, he sound like he brand new. Look, Terrence Corky Nelson. Okay. All right. Well, good morning, fam. Good morning. Welcome. Another drop we'll play. If you're a man and you are strung out and you literally you need somebody to open up your mind and understand that person ain't the only person in the world, then you just hit them.
It's a gabillion good coochies out here.
He's telling dudes, and now it's 2025. We be telling females like that. You might be turned out by your stud.
It's a gabillion good coochies out here. If your man gives you a blueprint and tells you this is how I want you to love me, this how
that's just a brief. There might be some more that I missed, just to put you up on it. And everybody say what's up to Terrence too. Nicole and Terrence. Terrence, welcome. All right. Nicole from Willingboro. What part of Willingboro you from, girl? Just drop it in the comments. What part of Willingboro you from?
You're Virgo, so I'm Team Virgo all day.
Is your birthday coming up? When? I forget your birthday. Yeah,
August. Virgos is August.
That's right, August. All right, so shout out to Virgo. Shout out to Virgos out there. All right, my night was fine. Everything was good. Will Smith finally got his streak.
Yes. Shout out to Touchstone. I saw you down there on the TV DJing Touchstone. What up for Will Smith?
Speaking of Will Smith, before I get into my night, do you know Will Smith is in negotiations with Netflix to do a roast?
Really? On himself or somebody on him?
On himself.
Wow. He's open.
Ain't nobody confused by this?
Well, no. You have to be able to laugh at yourself with people making jokes like
that. He smacked Chris Rock in the face during the Oscars for cracking a joke about his wife.
Oh, he said he from Borough too.
What up, Terrence?
No, but you still that was your life, your journey, your path. Like you gotta, if you can't laugh at your own pain,
dude, he's going to have to smack. He's signing up.
He's
signing up to allow people to do. He is signing up to allow people to do what he damn near lost his entire career when somebody did it. Do you know how many times he's going to have to say, keep my wife's name out your mouth?
They all, but it's going to be an overkill. Every comedian and every person coming to roast Will Smith can't use that same line. Like, come on. It's too much.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth. Keep my kid's name out your mouth. Keep Dwayne Martin's name out your mouth.
He probably said they're going to talk about Jada cheating with August Alsina.
Oh, how do you, what? First of all, this is brilliant. If Netflix pulls this off, me and Jonesy talked about this. If Netflix pulls this off and Chris Rock happens to be one of the comedians, dude, this will do Super Bowl numbers. I think they having a bad day that night. He spiraled. It won't happen again. That Ash. That's not the point. That's not the point.
Good morning, Daryl.
Netflix, hey, that's called milking the game. That's what I'm talking about. Pimp the game.
Who would be the panel? Like, who would be?
Can you imagine if they pay Chris Rock enough money?
Oh, they get up there to roast him.
To get up there to roast him.
Well, I think Will probably have to approve the lineup.
No, of course, but I'm sure Netflix, when they offer Will a truckload of money, is gonna say, well, you know, the only way we can put this over the top is by getting you know what I'm about to say, by getting
we need Chris Rock or Tony Rock. We're gonna get all the rocks.
Me and Jonesy were joking. Tony Rock could do it for free. Tony Rock can't wait. All you need to do
Will Smith
all you got to do is give Tony Rock pay for his parking. Tony Rock is in the building. He itching. I don't even know. The world is upside down, dude. The world is upside down right now. I was like, when I heard that, I said, you have got to be. Do you know the type of drama we talking about? If we know Chris Rock is the headliner after they roasted Will. Oh my God.
I'll be right back.
Oh my. I can't even fathom. But look, I'm here for the messiness. I'm here for all of it. Every bit of it. If y'all let the world upside down, we're going to play like the world upside down, then we're going to play like the world upside down. Let's do it. I watch. I even got a price. Listen, I spent a lot of money on pay-per-view events. Let me see. Wait, let me see. Jamil said, Nicole, the Rock family would come out just to be well. This would be great. And Nicole, you'd have a Will Smith roast party. We'd have roast parties at the Q spot. We just all get together. All get together. Line of Dave Chappelle. Mike, Tony would smack his. Terrence, obviously, I agree with you. But I guess in order to get the money, I'm still security going to be. This is going to be other than Donald Trump, presidential security. This security going to be this security right here. Asha, Tony would do it for sure, for free. He might even smack him. I don't know. I don't know about the smacking. I don't know. If you ever been around Will Smith, and I'm gonna say pause before I say, if you ever been in a personal space, he's not a small person. He's not a small person. But I don't know. I don't know much. Mike, would you go to the roast? Would I go to the roast? I probably wouldn't spend all that money to go to the roast. If I had to connect, I probably would. That security would be tight. Presidential security, yeah. Other than Trump, and the fake shooting. Everything good? You good, Jay?
Yeah, good. We Gucci.
So other than that, last night was good. Everything was all good. But should I tell that story? I'm trying to think. Tell that story.
Is it a funny story?
Probably. Sometimes I be running my mouth a bit too much. Sometimes
it's a safe space.
It's a safe space, but sometimes I be running my mouth too. I be running my mouth a bit too much.
I mean, if it's funny, I like funny, but I like No Lies Detected. I like the clips.
Yeah, Tony just did a comedy set saying that he was still itching for us. Oh, well, you know, listen, I love Tony Rock. I did like a few shows with Tony. I did one big show out there in Waco, Texas, I think we were at. Super funny, super cool, super relatable. Like he's dope. I'm just telling you, a lot of people think you're just gonna run up on Will and smack him. He's not a small individual, y'all. Like I'm just like, I'm not saying they shouldn't want to. I just think people think we watch this like we watch a Marvel movie. Yeah, he's just gonna come smack. Okay, we probably don't want smackage. We probably don't want no smackers, but the day was good. Everything was good. I had a few flirts at the job, a few people trying to get a flirt. I don't even know how
You
to.
single. Why not? See,
I'm
that's your
single, single.
problem. They be trying to holler at you. They be flirting with you.
And I was in a good mood. I gave it right back to him.
Okay.
Hey, mom.
So you got the IG or they TikTok or they you got something, right?
I might be saying too much. I might be.
All right. That's good. That's good.
And I got Monty. Well, he wouldn't act like that around Jay Black. But Monty is our super gay. I'm the super heterosexual, and he's a super homosexual. He's a flaming heterosexual. I'm the flaming heterosexual. He's a flaming gay guy, and he was there. So when she walked in, he was like, "Ooh." Gay guys love checking out other women. He was like, "Hey, Mike, she's really pretty." I was like, "Yeah, I got this.
Oh, the gay guy was telling you that the girl was pretty. He was trying to tell you, Mike, you see me singing. You need to do something with this one.
He was like, Mike, she's so pretty. And he really talks like this. I'm not just doing the gay impression. He's like, he's so pretty.
Come on, Kenya.
Kenya, it goes down this Friday. It goes down After Dark, aka Gender Wars. It's the Q spot. You know, I've been talking about it. It's the Q spot. I need y'all to go to my Instagram, West Hampton. If you're in the area, West Hampton, I need you in the building this Friday. I've never hosted one of these panels. Did you see Will Smith with Gillian Wallow? Yes, I thought it was dope. They were look, Will Smith is an amazing interview. Anybody who's watched the show, I actually posted a comment on Will Smith's IG a long time ago, and
I remember
I made a whole show about him
Will Smith liking your post,
liking my post.
And you got pics with Will. We hung out with him at concerts, and we've been to shows and backstage with him and chill. Yeah, but he liked your thing, and you did a whole
thing.
I remember that.
No, Will Smith liked my comment on the post. He liked the comment. That was it. He liked the comment. Listen, Will Smith's always been in my top 5. But when I'm a comedian. When he smacked Chris Rock, we always like, what the fuck just happened? Monty was trying to carry your boxes. Pause. He's super cool dude. I met his
Mickey said your drought about to be over there, Mike. If you out here, meeting people at work.
I know the job's not about to be over. It's a whole long story. There's no drought about to be over. But I'm telling you what, it's about to be over.
Craig, peace.
So Will Smith was always in my top 5. He was always there. And then the red table happened, and then all the craziness happened, and August Alsina happened, and I was like, what is going on? See, when you get to know too much, everybody says, I want to know everything. It's like your girl. I want to know exactly how you feel. I want to know how you... No, you really don't. We're good right now. You don't need to really know exactly how I feel. We're good. And he deserves. He definitely
got
deserves.
His own street. That's dope. West Philadelphia. I mean, a lot of people found out about Philly and West Philly because of Will Smith and the Fresh Prince. If we being honest.
No, facts.
They know the song. They all sing the song. So that's dope for him. Right outside of Overbrook, his high school where he grew up at, and to have a street named after him is big. I feel like it should have been happened, but hey, he got it. So that's dope.
That's your city. Your city be slow as fuck.
You should have been had.
And I got love for Philly, but it took y'all until 2025 to get this man a street.
30 years, 3 decades he been doing this, and he finally got a damn street name after him.
Y'all could have gave him the street after he did Ali. Like y'all could have gave him the street like a long time ago. Y'all, I used to be in the studio with Will Smith. Yeah. Shout out to Jamil trying to drop names. You name dropper, go ahead.
Carmen been around for years. Yeah.
We just got his street in Philly, major move. Yeah, I mean, come on. We could have had that before 2020. Trump had to be the president 2 times before he got a street. 2 times. We went to the first black president, Trump 2 times. What are we doing? He had to smack Chris Rock on stage. That's typical. He had to smack Chris Rock at the Oscars in order for Philly. Yeah, we got to get him, Ock.
We're going to get.
We gotta get him in the street. We gotta get him in the street. We gotta get him in the street. He just smacked the boy. He just smacked the boy on TV. He smacked the boy at the Oscars. He just smacked the boy.
You stupid.
Will should be very happy. He never went to jail because he literally assaulted a man in front of the whole world. Money can't get you out of a lot. Money can get you out of a lot of stuff. Well, unless Chris Rock was willing to charge him up, and word on the streets that there was a settlement. I don't know that there was a sidebar settlement. I don't know. I'm not even gonna say allegedly. I don't know. There's just barbershop conversation somewhere on the street on Will Smith Ave. Say what? I missed a week and Mike off the market. Hey, Ashley Newman, I'm single. You better stop playing, girl. Make the wrong move, Ashley. See what
He's
happens.
dating. He's out there. He's dating.
Well, nobody dating. I ain't been on no.
But when you single and getting numbers and hollering at chicks, you're dating. You're in the dating phase. You're open to it.
That's technically getting a number.
But
yeah.
is LaShawn related? Because no, it's Rashida.
Hey, LaShawn, you related to Will Smith?
Rashida, her bloodline. It's
Rashida got to be related to Will Smith.
It's too close. It's too close to the
either
city.
She got to be related to Will Smith, Jazzy Jeff, somebody, or Reddy Roxy. Somebody. She got to be
Charlie Mack. Somebody within the team coming. You stupid.
I live in Charlotte now. When I tell people I'm from West Philly, they always say, well, yeah, they always know Will Smith, and they start singing a song, West Philadelphia, morning rain. Boom, boom. All right, what we want to get to first? What active at the Q Spot tomorrow? It's across from the county. It's across from the county building. Jamil, don't come up here acting up. Don't come to the Q Spot acting up. It's a panel. We having like a discussion. It's gonna be fun. Music and Jamil. So come in there.
Rashida said, now you're dating, LOL. I tried to help. Rashida tried to get Michael in that reality show that came to Philly, the dating show.
She tried everything. They said I was
producers, sending in Mike's headshots, his bios. Rashida was working hard.
She did. They skipped up all this adorable shit. They were like, how old is this motherfucker? She said 40. How old is this motherfucker?
Did you see
the live for me? She said 40.
That Lisa Ray show, our friend is apparently
there's a whole bunch of shadiness.
That we had on the show, David or whatever.
Dave from AT&T.
Yeah, he's dating Lisa Ray now and engaged. I was like, wow, we should have him back on.
The inside story is she didn't pick anybody at the end of the show. She didn't. Hey Nancy, she didn't pick nobody at the end of the show. How you watch a whole show that you gonna pick somebody to marry and conveniently the Q Spot 790 Wood Lane Road, West Hampton. Get your tickets. If you go to I'll post it again.
You said it's Sunday?
This Friday. This Friday. Ain't no this Sunday. It's this Friday. Hold up. Let me send you the flyer.
I want to go. I think I want to go.
Let me see.
You posted it already on your page?
Yeah.
Mike Sean Comedy.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. No.
Oh, I got your Instagram right here.
All right. Yeah, so that's gonna go down. So real quick, just a little comedy bit. Keep going. Oh, you know what? Go. No, that's not that. That's the comedy show. That's the comedy show. I gotta get you a headshot. They always use the same headshot. Why do they do that to me? Keep going down. Keep going down.
Pause. I don't like how you said that.
Well, I'm talking to a chick. That wasn't to you. I'm talking to the girl I'm dating. Right
Which
there,
one?
Friday After Dark.
Okay.
You see a lot of work getting in. You see a lot. You see a lot of comedy show flyers. You see a lot of work getting. There's a lot of work going on out here in these streets.
Your IG busy.
See what's going on out this bitch. Y'all have been better off. Y'all should have kept me drunk. Man, I stopped watching the Philly one. They did not represent Philly at all. Oh, the Philly.
The dating show.
Hey, watch it. Rashida has something to do with that. Watch that. The people they have are not good. Only one person I said made it. And we'll see, Rashida. They need to just let you be in control of this shit. I'll dye my beard.
You need casting. Yeah, you got the soap from TikTok to make your black beard. Yeah.
I got the actual stuff that you really put on this bitch now. I just ain't take the time to do it. Y'all be at the Q Spot this Friday. This Friday, part of the panel. Don't wear gray sweatpants. Whatever you do, don't wear gray sweatpants. Don't you embarrass us coming in with some goddamn gray sweatpants. So it's a panel, and we're gonna have questions and stuff, and the audience is gonna be able to ask questions. So they're gonna be 2 men, 2 women. One of the men are married, one of the women are married, one of the men are single, one of the women are single. I've never done this. I'm just gonna see how this pops off because I can set it. I can make sure I know how to set it. Just give me a microphone and we can get it popping. But I gotta ask him about the sound system. What they got doing with the sound system? They cannot use that speaker. Okay, I gotta hit Q up today. Bill Maher, for all my white people and who want to be a part and who are trying, who believe that they are part of the struggle, that they are down with the struggle. Bill Burr, hilarious comedian, wants to tell you white people who claim that you were down with the struggle and that you were doing something, and that if in the slavery times, if you were around, you would have fought the power. Well, he got something he want to tell y'all real quick.
Lie to himself that they were alive, 150 years ago, that they would have been working on the Underground Railroad, trying to help slaves escape, right? I would have been one of the good white people. I would have taken time out of my day, risked my life. And the reality is you'd be doing back then exactly what you're doing today. Nothing. Not a fucking thing. Maybe a little hashtag, Black Lives Matter. Oh my God, my heart breaks on my L-shaped couch.
I ain't say y'all ain't doing nothing. Bill Burr said it. Bill Burr said y'all ain't doing. I ain't say y'all ain't doing nothing. We love all the white people on here. That's one of y'all. So please don't.
Safe space.
It's a safe space. I didn't say this.
To lie to himself that they were alive, 150 years ago, that they would have been working on the Underground Railroad, trying to help slaves escape, right? I would have been one of the good white people. I would have taken time out of my day, risked my life. And the reality is you'd be doing back then exactly what you're doing today. Nothing.
I ain't say it. Bill Burr said it. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. I got a LeBron clip, and I forgot what LeBron. I had to make phone calls yesterday to get to learn. I got a media something player. I'm trying to convert things. I spent like 2 hours. I was up to like 12:30 at night.
Technology?
Man, listen.
You call a trendsetter. What are you trying?
Man, I had to make phone calls. There was a LeBron comment. I forgot. I'm so out of it from being up. I forgot what this clip was. Let me see.
LeBron.
Listen, man.
Oh, wait a second. LeBron said,
is that what it is?
Yes. LeBron said this. Now, this is about sports, but don't worry. Y'all gonna be all right. How long and how many years have I told you, Jay Black, that this fucking sports thing is nothing but the WWE? I've been saying it for years that the only real, legit, honest sport is the WWE, and I'm a big sports fan. And all I've been told, just like black folks saying it couldn't be me 150 years ago, would have been knee-high and cotton. And I told y'all, Billy, shut the fuck up. I told y'all, I told everybody it's conspiracy theory. I was like, really? I told y'all the reason why the Knicks got Patrick Ewing in the draft was because the NBA wanted. Shaq sat there in front of a camera and said he was asked by the commissioner, where you want to go? Where you want to go? And Orlando got him. LeBron James was on the Pat McAfee show, and that shit was on fire. He went at everybody. Everybody. But he talked about getting drafted by the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is LeBron. This ain't little old adorable Michael Sean, flaming heterosexual Michael Sean, recovering alcoholic Michael Sean. This is LeBron James in your face at ESPN during the day. This ain't no podcast. This is the leader in sports. ESPN talks about being drafted to the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Listen, man, during the ball drop, during the lottery drop, Cleveland got the #1 pick. I just don't think that was.
What are you?
What a coincidence!
Don't you think?
Wemby with the Spurs.
Yeah,
That wasn't a coincidence.
oh my
Derrick
God!
Rose,
Let's keep LeBron home. You know what? Patrick Ewing to the Knicks. You know, Derrick Rose to the Bulls. Like, I understand the assignment, guys. I had to make sure that, I had to do my part.
Y'all still there? Y'all still think this whole sports thing is just work really hard and they ain't got nothing to do with adjusting what goes on? Y'all don't think all them calls that the Kansas City Chiefs got in order to make it to the freaking Super Bowl was just coincidence?
Okay. He's saying that it was fixed. That's what he's saying.
What?
Listen, man, during the ball drop, during the lottery drop, Cleveland got the number 1 pick. I just don't think that was.
What are you?
What a coincidence!
Don't you think?
Wemby with the Spurs. That wasn't a coincidence.
Oh my
Derrick
God!
Rose,
Let's keep LeBron home.
Damn it, and we never landed on the moon. We ain't never land nothing on no damn moon.
Listen, man, during the ball drop, during the lottery drop, Cleveland got the number 1 pick.
The guy in the front seat of that car didn't turn around allegedly and shoot John F. Kennedy and end the deal. Y'all still ain't seen it. Y'all still don't believe that either, huh? Oh, that's all conspiracy. That's all conspiracy. But y'all believe Elon rigged the election, but y'all conveniently don't believe all the other things are conspiracies. The conspiracies that fit you, the ones that you like, are the ones that you stop calling conspiracies. Conspiracies, I'm tired of this whole conspiracy thing. I've been saying this for years. And it took the king on the way out of the NBA, worth over $1 billion, a few $1 billion, to finally come clean. Chris Webber and Shaquille have both admitted that when Sacramento was up by 20, beating the Lakers in the Western Conference Finals in Game 7, they both admitted the refs had something to do with it.
So you want us to take that clip of LeBron and then equate that to him saying, yes, the NBA is rigged. They made that happen.
He just admitted the draft was. Let me tell you, common sense would be the worst thing. They were like, we're trying to stop tanking. Well, there are different ways than doing it like you're doing the lottery in Philly, like literally doing the lottery, the Powerball, and having balls in the air. Pause. Balls bubbling in the air, and whatever ball, pause again, happens to pop up. That's the one who gets the number 1 pick. Was his son in the pick? His son wasn't born then.
I think she's saying like for the Lakers to take him last year.
No, his son was like the 50-something pick.
Like the bottom.
And Stephen A. Smith got on a podcast. And then I'm going to get off this and we're going to go to our topic and bring in our guest. Stephen A. Smith had the nerve to go on a podcast and said if LeBron would have touched him, he would have put hands on LeBron.
He would have swung on him.
He would have swung. Stephen, shut the fuck up. What are we like? What world are we living in how gassed are you that you think that we even believe that you would even if LeBron would have put his hands on you, that you would have had a chance to actually respond?
Boop bop, boop bop.
This goes out to Stephen A. Smith.
Girl, shut the up.
It's like, stop. It's like, stop. If LeBron tried to put hands on me, the first thing I would yell out is sorry. Sorry.
Girl, shut the up.
They be like one of them dudes. They be like, I put hands on LeBron. Like, I know Jay. Jay be like,
hey, on me with that? Yeah, no. you swing. Go ahead.
You swing.
Let me show you better not to tell you.
I know you don't sleep well at night sometimes, but today,
girl, shut the up.
Stephen said he took an ass whipping. He said he would have taken that. No,
yeah, he said he would have swung. He would have took a. Yeah, he might have lost, but
don't even. Why would you even acknowledge something like that? He may have, but LeBron would be. Like, you're not gonna have it if he put hands. You're not going to swing. You ever been grabbed by a security guard? I don't know if anybody's ever been grabbed up by security at a club. Unfortunately, I've been gripped up. I've been gripped up by security.
Gripped up, carried it.
I've been gripped up by security. You know what happens when they grip you up? You can't move.
Get off me when you're Martin and get off me. Let me go.
Can't move. You are their bitch until they let you go. All you can do, the best thing you can do is don't even fight it, because if you try and move a little bit, they're gonna get stronger, and all you do is wait till you get tossed. That's all you do is you wait till your ass gets tossed out the club, and then you just shake it up. Shit. You might want to be in this club.
I'll be talking again.
Yeah, that's why y'all making like $10 an hour. What y'all making $10 an hour with this tight shirt on? You making like $10 an hour over there.
That's what they do back afterwards.
Over there,
throwing insults.
Look, over there, fake cop.
Fake ass cop. This is good.
Fake ass cop. Security, look at you, mall security. You lucky you big, son. You lucky.
Come out here though. We'll see afterwards.
No, come out the street. And then they start walking out. No, come across the street. No, come across the street. Then they come there. No, come to my car. Come to my car.
You stupid. We got our guest waiting. You stupid though.
The financial rebel, tax expert, entrepreneur, a man with morals and dignity, and a man who is actually as silly as us, but has a better outer exterior than I do, because nobody believes that I'm serious. Give it up for the financial rebel, ladies. The financial rebels in the building. Financial rebels in the building.
Yeah.
What up, Dave? Kamari, what's going on? What's popping?
You laughing at Mike?
What did I step into? Good morning. Good morning, people. Good morning.
Good morning. We're actually gonna have to get a text question, because I was talking to somebody at my job, and I happened to they brought up a situation, and I was like, hey, I know somebody.
Oh, so we actually want to do real stuff today. No fun.
Yeah, pause with the real stuff. Pause with the real stuff. I try to disregard the entertainment value of what I give these people. I give them an escape from reality.
I'm here for the entertainment value.
I am their therapist. I am their therapist to millions of people. I am unlicensed, but I'm here. All right. So this is what we're gonna do. How's everything been? You been good?
All's well. All's well.
All's well. And
I missed y'all last week. I had to run to Florida real quick. My uncle was in the hospital, had 2 heart attacks, coded 10 times, walking miracle.
Wow.
Don, you saw that? You saw the pause? Yeah.
Yo.
Y'all are on fire this morning.
When he texted us that story, and I had, before I responded, I had to say, did he make it? Because I was like, I've never heard of somebody going through. I'm sure it's happened.
Listen, I have to say no exaggeration, because I don't believe it myself. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, God is good. God decided, nope. That's what God said. God said, nope. Yeah. Not today. Not today. So your entire family, you and your entire family are in our prayers. Let me tell you something. It was your uncle, correct?
Yes.
It was your uncle. Does your uncle have any kids? Does he have any kids?
Yes. You have 3 kids.
Can you imagine that man being your father, and you want to complain about anything after this? You can't complain about shit. He look at you like, do you know what I've been through? I survived. I coded twice, because how we turn into a lingo. I coded twice. I coded. You ever code? Have you ever coded? You ain't ever coded? 2 times in this bitch. But that's a beautiful. Listen, man. I know that stress level is on a high level, so we just want to, in all seriousness, before we start joking, in all seriousness.
He's good now. He got the permanent pacemaker in on Monday.
Oh, he got the permanent.
Yeah, he's up and walking around. He's good now. He's good to go.
All right. But yeah, I just talked to a guy. He got a pacemaker put in, and not why does everybody have to relate to when somebody says something? Why does everybody have to?
Everybody got to try to one up each other. I know somebody too. You said flatline 10 times. Well, my aunt, her cousin, he did 11 times.
He did
20.
He did 20 codes. He did 20. He's a coder. He's a coder. Like, honestly, he's just a straight coder.
Today I got to one up somebody all the time with a
I do
story.
that. I hate when people do that. I hate when you give somebody some bad news and instead of them listening to the bad news, they try to tell you about worse news. You like, I just did that. I
What does
apologize.
that mean?
I don't know, but I
is
feel
she
like
referring-
I
Have
don't
you
know
ever
what's going on.
Oh, that's T.D. Jakes. Have you ever been swallowed? I don't know why she
Oh
said
wow.
that. I don't know why she said that. Ask you, where was that random?
Maybe I missed something. But go ahead.
Throw a flag on that. I don't care if she's a woman. Throw a flag on that.
Look, I done
Flag.
lost
They
my
throw a
damn
flag
flag.
on this. What
I
the
need
hell
the
we
penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, 15 yards. Player has been disqualified
Yeah, right. And ejected.
and ejected.
Maybe she's talking about the story in the Bible where the fish swallowed the man.
Maybe
Oh,
she
see,
said, but
it may be something deeper. See, who knows?
it may be something deeper, but you know this show. You got to explain yourself. You can. Have you ever been swallowed? Man, who you talking to?
She put it in caps too.
Yeah,
She
who you
hollered.
talking to? Who you talking to, Ashley?
Good morning, TP. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Ashley, you already know what's coming.
Girl, shut the up.
No,
playing with us, man.
we got to intermeaning before you throw that, Jay.
I'm back. Just had to laugh. No, Ashley, we good. Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed?
All right, let's Sportsman.
I love that shirt, Jay. I love that shirt.
Oh, you get it? Everybody, wokeuppinspired.com. Wokeuppinspired.com. Lady Q's working hard.
I will be buying one. I will be buying one.
She got the sweatshop popping. She got the sweatshop popping. All right. So before we get to the taxes, let's get to this. It's already 7:46. Relationship. Title of the show: How much are you willing to sacrifice for your relationship? Okay. How much are you really are you willing to conform? How much? How much can you remake? Because I'm gonna tell you right now, on the low, I don't know how Lady Q did it. I think that's why she put Jay Black. She distanced Jay Black from the crew because she was able to actually change this man in ways that I didn't think were possible. I didn't think they were possible. This man being with Lady Q.
For the better or the worse?
No, for definitely the better. I didn't know it was bad. Like, because I was in the badness with him. I thought it was all good. I thought we was good.
Normal.
I thought we was normal. We
We
got
all
arrested.
toxic, right?
So what? You almost went to Rikers. So what? Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Everybody don't get locked up in New York.
everybody don't get locked up and beat somebody down into their car. Like, everybody don't do that. Like, who knew?
You're funny. What was the question though?
In this clip, this gentleman is talking about his significant other, and they're going to go out. They have to go out. I guess it's like a dinner for a business dinner, right? But she has a request, and I'm going to let him take it from there. Is this the one? Did I bring it over here? I think I bring it over here. I think this is the request.
Created a lot of controversy on.
Well, that's not the one. Oh, no, I got it over here, right here. Because that one, oh, yeah, I'm glad I did play that because I almost forgot about that because that one pissed me off. All right, here it is. What would you do? What would you sacrifice? And this man is being asked to compromise something to go to this dinner. Just come. Do I have too much stuff going?
She was having a work get together, predominantly white. As we're getting dressed, she goes, "Would you mind wearing a long sleeve shirt so that way your tattoos are not showing when we go to this?"
I know that pissed you off.
And she was worried about how I would look to them so that she wouldn't be embarrassed by me. So I was like, I'm wearing whatever the hell I want to wear to this event.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let their perception of me govern how I'm going to walk out the house.
Right.
Big facts. She may care about those people. I don't know them from nowhere. I don't care about them at all. What I'm going to present when I come into this room is myself. I'm not coming in thinking or feeling like I need to be something different in order to operate in this room.
Okay.
And that is the argument that I'm trying to make. A lot of people are changing who they are, their behaviors, and their complete lifestyle to be and operate in a room.
Right.
You thought that wearing a sleeve shirt was a change of your whole lifestyle. No, you are still there. Your presence is there under those sleeves. And for a moment, you're making a modification. You're not changing.
All right, y'all.
That's a good debate.
Why you cut it? Oh man, he was starting to cook.
No, it was about that.
To be in that room. You're
No, I didn't get that because the file was too big. So there was a whole pause.
Okay.
But the gist of it, was it a formal event or something? No, she just, in his words, we can just go by the clip, y'all. So, because I know how y'all do. Because y'all start making all types of assumptions. And y'all start throwing things out. Y'all feel like one of the tattoos was a swastika. And you'll be like, one of the tattoos said F the white man.
Did she have prior warnings about her guests?
Yeah,
they want to know everything.
There was a no tattoo policy. No. She just said, boo. She looked at a man and said, boo, can you cover up the tattoos for this dinner? And that was what
it was a work dinner, right? It was a work dinner.
It was a work dinner. Hold on, let's play.
It's time for action. Yeah.
Thanks you for joining Michael, Sean, and Jay.
She was
Black.
having
It's
a
time
work
for No
yeah,
Lies
predominantly white. As we're getting dressed, she goes, "Would you mind wearing a long sleeve shirt so that way your tattoos are not showing when we go to this?"
I know that pissed you off.
And she was worried about how I would look to them so that she wouldn't be embarrassed by me. So I was like, I'm wearing whatever the hell I want to wear to this event.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to let their perception of me govern how I'm going to walk out the house.
Right.
Big facts. She may care about those people. I don't know them from nowhere. I don't care about them at all. What I'm going to present when I come into this room is myself. I'm not coming in thinking or feeling like I need to be something different in order to operate in this room. Okay. And that is the argument that I'm trying to make. A lot of people are changing who they are, their behaviors, and their complete lifestyle to be and operate in a room.
Right. You thought that wearing a sleeve shirt was a change of your whole lifestyle. No, you are still there. Your presence is there under those sleeves. And for a moment, you're making a modification.
All right, you're making a modification. Financial Rebel, you go first.
I feel like you're trying to set me up, Mike.
Why is that? Why would I set you up?
Because I agree with the last brother. I think old boy was on some bullshit.
Well, damn. All right. You are a direct person today. You're very direct. All right.
A person was detected.
A very direct person was detected up in this bitch today. Like, Kamar not playing. Kamar's like, dog, what do you mean?
I mean, listen, here's the thing.
Damn.
To operate in that environment. Why not be more helpful to her and alleviate her stress? Like the guy said, it's a modification. She didn't ask you to code switch, change how you talk. She just said, wear a long sleeve tee or a long sleeve shirt. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Instead to go by yourself, your own work. Ashley said, fuck them. They ain't trying to hit.
Ashley said, fuck them. Have they ever been swallowed? That's what Ashley said. That was the whole.
We left the other part out. Okay.
Have you ever been swallowed? Have you ever been swallowed?
Too funny.
That was just a change in the moment. Like he said, not permanent. Jay Black, what you got?
I think when it comes to work and your money, you as your partner are a representation of you. And when you're doing events as such, I think that needs to be mindful, if that makes sense. Was that clear enough?
But I don't think it's got to be work, though, right? It's whatever environment that you're going with your spouse.
Dress appropriately.
I think a lot of people.
Go ahead. A lot of people. Go ahead.
I think a lot of people really are selfish, right? What does he want to wear? What does he want to do? Well, it's her event. He's going to support her. Church, family, work, whatever. It's not that deep, in my opinion.
Now, see, okay. Juanita, if you just joined, I don't know if you saw the clip, Juanita. Let me play the clip for you one more time, just so you.
I'm gonna leave white. As we're getting dressed, she goes, "Would you mind wearing a long sleeve shirt so that way your tattoos are not showing when we go to this?"
I know that pissed you off.
And she was worried about how I would look to them so that she wouldn't be embarrassed by me. So I was like, I'm wearing whatever the hell I want to wear to this event.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna let their perception of me govern how I'm gonna walk out the house.
Right. Big facts.
She may care about those people. I don't know them from nowhere. I don't care about them at all. What I'm gonna present when I come into this room is myself. I'm not coming in thinking or feeling like I need to be something different in order to operate in this room.
Okay.
And that is the argument that I'm trying to make. A lot of people are changing who they are, their behaviors, and their complete lifestyle to be and operate in a room.
Right.
You thought that wearing a sleeve shirt was a change of your whole lifestyle. No, you are still there. Your presence is there under those sleeves. And for a moment, you're making a modification.
All right, now this is why I have a problem. This is why I have a problem. People calling people selfish and shit like that.
Oh shit! See, I knew it was a setup.
This is where I have a problem. Number one, what if he couldn't hide his tattoos? You just wouldn't invite him? What if his tattoos went up his neck? What if his tattoos went up his neck? Wait, okay.
No,
so what?
Long sleeve. Long
No,
sleeve.
no.
So
No, Mike is saying if he got the teardrop or the tattoo coming down his right cheek, he got the
If
Mike
he
Tyson
can't
or something.
hide the tattoos. She's trying to hide the tattoos. If the tattoo, and there's tons of people. That's why I played it again for Juanita, because Juanita has so many tattoos. Go ahead. According to what?
He said long sleeve.
To hide the tattoos.
Yes, but teardrops, neck, it's off the table.
Mike's going off a hypothetical. What
No,
if
I'm
your
not.
person-
Listen to what y'all just don't pay attention. He said to hide
the long sleeve.
To hide the tattoos.
Yeah, so he don't have any on his face.
But what I'm saying, what I'm saying is, if he had tattoos that he couldn't hide, you're just not going to invite him.
You're going hypothetical. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He's saying if your lady friend Kamari had it on their face and you didn't, would you not even invite them?
Not even on their face. If it's on their neck, and like people have that come down, and he can't hide them, now what?
Get these comments
in his feelings. She asked him accommodation because of her work. Learn to dress for time. But what if he can't hide the tattoos? See, this is
Wear neck brace.
But see,
wear neck brace.
You said family. Another thing, you said family. You said friends. You said this is the beginning of. I don't think in my life, in certain situations, what you have on your body is appropriate. So when I ask you to modify, I'm not modifying shit.
So Mike, here's a question. If I ask my date, because I'm a straight man, to go to a wedding with me, and they want to wear booty shorts, am I wrong for saying wrong? We're wearing a dress to this wedding. Is that wrong?
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm not saying she's wrong. She goes, then I'm not going. Because she's not gonna wear booty shorts. So, but I get what you're saying. But let's say she wears a very seductive dress. Let's say she wears a very seductive dress. Well, let's just say the dress is showing something. Because number one, you're not gonna date somebody. You'd break up with her the minute she said she was wearing booty shorts to the wedding. So let's keep it 100.
What's the difference?
No, the difference is these two people. He's good enough for you all the time. Correct. That means she wears the booty shorts all the time when she goes out. No. You're not dating her.
No.
Okay. I just shot that hypothetical down. That one's all gone. Let me start that one out there.
But then, all right, if you shoot my hypothetical down, I'm shooting your hypothetical down.
Let me throw this.
Because this wasn't about face tattoos and neck tattoos.
Yeah, right.
I just threw your hypothetical out.
Yeah, no, come on, you got it. You got it.
No,
because this was a setup.
Let's just say, Mike, you're a young boy then. If you thinking like you can't wear that, you on that young boy mentality. Just wear the damn long sleeve.
I'm not wearing a long sleeve. If I'm wearing an official short sleeve shirt and I'm dressed for the dress code, it's a simple request. I would have changed per my wife's request. But you're opening a can of worms. Because when you go to church, she's gonna say, "Can you change this?"
Okay, so when they go to church and he doesn't wear booty shorts in church,
yes,
he can add. Okay, all right, that's what we're rocking on. All right, rock out.
It is work event. He should be able to wear what he wants to feel comfortable. It's a work event. He's not going to a board meeting. It's never going to be about being embarrassed for me. It's about playing the game with the people that sign my check. I think the embarrassed part is what makes the request sound bad. This is a casual dinner. Everybody's going. And listen, I'm just telling you, once we do this, now watch the stuff you say.
The things we do to impress YT.
Watch your normal conversation. Be careful about your normal Hey, can you please not bring this up? Okay, can you please not bring this up?
She didn't finesse him the right way.
She didn't finesse him the right way. She was supposed to buy what she wanted him to wear. And it's manipulation. Y'all the queens of it. Y'all the queens of manipulation.
Wow, so that's what they do. Wow.
Y'all the queens of manipulation.
Let's go shopping for the we got
What do I say every day at the end of this show? I say, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Put on the long sleeve shirt, Mike.
Thank you, Monique.
She's cussing you out right now, Mike.
I'm not moving the goalpost. Tattoos, the whole point of this is she wanted him to cover the tattoos. So my point is, if he had tattoos that he couldn't cover, what you gonna do then?
That's moving the post, Mike. For the record.
The post is
long sleeve shirt.
And what
long sleeve shirt.
The whole point is she's trying. No, y'all don't want to. Y'all want to take a part of it and don't want to say she wants him to hide the tattoos because she doesn't think the tattoos are appropriate in this environment. That's why she wants. The reason why she wants long sleeves is to cover what?
Let me ask you a question, Mike. Wife asked you to go. You got tattoos on your arms. Wife asked you wear a long sleeve shirt, babe. I'm up for $1 million raise. The boss is going to be there. I want to make sure I make a good impression. What are you saying?
I probably going to wear the long sleeve. But see,
throw the flag.
No. But see, this is why. But this is why. But this is not. But see, let me school y'all. This is not why you have dialogue. You have dialogue to say the person isn't wrong for his opinion. He has an actual point. Why do you want me to cover up now? Eventually. So every time I get around these people, when we go to a company picnic, make sure you cover your tattoo. What am I gonna do then at the company picnic?
So you're okay with changing your clothes for $1 million, but not at your wife's request. You don't see the problematic issue with that.
No, $1 million. I'll turn my back on both y'all asses. Like, what are you saying? I'm playing. But I'm saying, y'all, but I get what he's saying, because this can be problematic to now whenever she decides that we're going somewhere, that she feels uncomfortable with you having that, then what are we here for? Go find a dude that fits your decorum all the time. How did him not wanting to wear a long sleeve shirt turn into a woman being manipulated? Well, that's because that don't blame me, Asha. That was Lady Q. Lady Q admitted she ain't finessing the right way. Don't blame me. You better read them comments.
So I don't think having tattoos makes you black. For the record, I will say that.
Monique, he got tattoos on his hands. Then what? I don't know, Jeanette. I don't know what you do if you got tattoos.
Always changing the scenario. We got to stick with what we saw in the video.
See, y'all trying to play this game. The scenario is she wants him to cover his tattoos
on his arm.
No, on his arm, anywhere. She wants them covered. Any tattoo that's exposed, she wants them covered. A job that judges me based on my spouse is a job I don't want.
Right. I'm out. If you don't accept my hubby the way he is, tatted up, whatever, this ain't for me then. I find a new job. I get a new career. Just like that. Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah. Or just wear the
She mine.
Clark, it's a conversation to be had at a later time. I get what he's saying. Exactly, Mara. Time and place. But see, go back to the time and place. Go back to the time and place. Go back to the time and place. Go back, y'all. Go back. Right there, time and place. And she decides the time and place.
Oh, come on. That's not fair.
If you allow this, y'all men better be men, goddammit. What are we doing here? What you gonna tell me?
It's different for work, Mike. When it's your money, you can't mess up the church's money.
I think I done misgendered both of y'all. But what are we talking about? I think I done misgendered both of y'all. These are dudes that ran the
Low
streets,
blow.
the streets in the 90s. I am upset. I am disappointed. This is my squad. I am disappointed. It was
Low blow.
If it was her request, but the accommodation is his decision, not hers. She just asked him, "Can you wear a long sleeve shirt?" He's like, "Nah." Maybe the tattoo is offensive. I told you I knew that was coming. She could work for black people that she thinks would judge. She could work for black people that she thinks would judge. Yeah, possibly. It's a work event. I listen. I hate to tell y'all this. I've been to tons of big time work events where they were tattoos.
Yeah, we married. What do you expect from us? That's what
Mike. They married. So what do you expect from them?
You going to your spouse's event? That's an easy accommodation to wear a long sleeve if you feel that's best for what we got going on. I don't like you said. I'm there. I'm still being me. I'm just wearing a long sleeve to accommodate. I don't see a huge deal in that saying, no, you ain't letting me be me. I need these YTs, everybody to understand. This means this, that, no.
Oh, really? Care. So let me ask you something, Jay Black. If Lady Q would have asked you not to wear them shirts, them damn, I'm the blackest black man to every school event. I am the head N-word in charge to every school event.
I still do it at the school.
Exactly. So who is a big hypocrisy?
Because it's not her work or her money. It's me making a point in front of all these white. It's a prominent white area with 4 black people, and I'm going there to represent. I'm not sugarcoating who I am.
It's bigger than your job. It's your kid's school.
No, that's not affecting.
And your wife. It's not affecting. You don't know it's not affecting.
You don't saying know. Black pride is not. It shouldn't be. If you're offended by that, that's on you.
But the question is, when she asks you not, can you please not wear it? You still wear it.
Well, it was one time I didn't. I think it was like a certain meeting, and she explained why she thought it wouldn't be a good idea. So we had the
one time. So
one time because it was a one-on-one scenario, but not at a recital, not at the big ones and all that. No, the one-on-ones.
One time.
It was like once. She's like, maybe not that
one time.
I don't want him to.
Are we going to act like we're not treated differently in these spaces, in these mixed spaces?
Yeah, once you walk in, you're treated differently.
Act like we don't have to wear the mask.
Yeah, but once you walk in, you're treated differently. Where are the tattoos? Just on his arm, on his face, on his Coco. If you,
we don't know all that within the video.
We done explained this whole thing. Where you been, Coco? Oh my, that's the flag on the floor. Where you been? Which flag? I probably got multiple flags. If I was in basketball, I fouled out by now. I believe he described the demographics of her coworkers.
They say yes, predominantly white. It's all white.
Some of the white people there could have tattoos as well. Exactly. Maybe it's just inappropriate for the type of event that it is. But if them white, let me tell you the argument there. But now listen, y'all. I'm just like work with me. Let me tell you the argument that's really gonna happen if he wore a long sleeve shirt and then there's like 7 white boys walking around with tattoos on their arms and short sleeve.
So Lady Q, she said, is she be worrying about what he may endure because of what I wear? So that's why she talks me off the ledge sometimes in some scenarios. But them big, no, not the big ones. The auditoriums,
and you don't give a damn, and you don't care.
Big ones,
and all you're worried about is Jay. All you're worried about Jay. I'm going to be me. So how are you gonna tell this guy he should wear a long sleeve shirt when in reality you do the exact opposite?
I said different scenarios. Private one-on-ones is different.
You said once.
Because that's like the parent teacher, like when you having a one-on-ones with the couple of the teacher, like it's a different energy versus me going to he's on the band.
Who's moving that goalpost now, boy? Who's moving that goalpost? Your back should hurt right now.
But if it was money, if it was work, there's a difference.
Jeanette, I am actually thinking about cutting down my beard. That's a lot of work.
Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, wait, it must be a future comment.
I don't think her request.
No, you just put it up.
What happened?
Oh, Kamari, can you cut down your beard? Oh, she wants you to cut your. Why do you want you to cut your beard?
Hey, Kamari, it's for the money.
Oh, that's what she going with. Your wife said, "Hey, I don't want you."
We need it all. We need it all.
Listen, I'll give you a real life scenario where I submitted to my wife's request. I don't know if y'all know this, but I've had several instances where I have publicly spoken out against the Mummers. For the people in the audience who are not familiar with the Mummers, they're a racist organization who loves to wear blackface and get attacked. I wrote about it in the Inquirer. I've talked about it, done videos about it. They sound the horn to attack me on Facebook. And I was going back and forth with them. I was going to call Jay Black and say, Jay Black, they trying to jump me. We got to go get them.
Need him. Let's go.
Pump your brakes. Pump your brakes. You got kids out here in these streets. Y'all know the crackers like the cracker. Slow down. I slowed down. I didn't like it, but I had to honor her request. I don't think it's anything wrong with a man submitting to his wife and vice versa. But if you're not really serious about marriage and you want to let all these other egotistical things get in the way, we're all human.
Mike.
We all have
Now,
egos.
You said that's why Mike single. What you said?
Now, see, that's where I'm gonna push back.
That's fine.
And no, in seriousness, just because I'm standing for something and I'm not going to change, that doesn't mean I'm egotistical.
Okay.
It means I want you to be the same way.
Ooh, Kamari told you.
No, I'm not talking to Kamari. I'm talking about my partner.
Okay.
Like, wait. I want you to be the same way. I'm not asking you to remix yourself. You're with me. So since you want to talk about being serious in a relationship, you're with me. Wherever we go, you be you. No matter what, wherever we go.
So even when a cop stops you, you got the ratchet hood chick with you. She cussing the cop out. Y'all must stop. You're okay with her being her.
I'm okay with her.
There's a time and place with everything under the sun.
I don't need, but then you're just the one who did the high and mighty. If you're serious about marriage, you went to the mountaintop. So now I'm going to the mountaintop with you.
You know what? We need to rename this segment and call it "Making Mountains Out of Molehills." He's complaining about deep shirt. Come on, y'all. Come on.
We got to do the show from 7 to 9. We have to make mountains out of molehills.
I know.
You
I'm with you.
God damn. Wait, you don't work.
I'm with you.
You're part of
I thought we got tax questions too, though. But let's go.
That was a good conversation, though. I think it was. I see both.
And I want to play this, and then we're gonna get to the tax questions. And I want y'all to watch to the very end. To the very end. And I know, especially Jay Black, he tunes out. Yeah, there's a transgender gentleman who just goes around and just shows his experience, right? So, the transgender.
What are you showing?
No. The transgender gentleman. I was gonna joke, but then y'all gonna throw a flag on the play. I was gonna joke.
No, don't joke.
I figured since I misgendered you, y'all would relate to this. So.
Yeah, that's definitely. Yeah. Personal foul.
How you throw the flag and you ask for it, then you throw the flag.
He's ejected.
No, we got it. No, just a flag. So anyway, basically, this person goes around and basically shows the struggles of being transgender and shows the struggles of being called he, and all that good stuff. Now, I want you to hear the end part. So, we're going to go through, obviously, some stuff. And then at the end, he says something that just really that just boggled my mind. But I'm
a lot of controversy.
Let me play the drop. What's his name? Trendsetter played the drop. You might as well use this correctly and use no lies.
It's time for action. Yeah.
Thanks you for joining Michael, Sean, and Jay Black. It's time for No Lies Detected.
Right here.
Created a lot of controversy on the internet by people saying that this person is setting up the wait staff by setting up their camera and knowing that they're going to call them by the wrong pronoun. Watch this and let me know what you guys think.
It looks like he's having a nice piece. She heard. Okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's all good. But it was not all good. Hi. I use she, her pronouns. I'm not sir. Oh, sorry. Yeah, like it's like a knife in the heart. I did specifically ask ahead of time not to be called sir. Yeah, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, the Sweetwater starts at okay. I'm so sorry. I apologize. It's always like a knife. It always hurts every single time. I was wondering if there's a manager I could talk to about something that happened. Yeah, I was called sir. Oh, okay. It just really sucks every time it happens. Sorry about that. I don't need to be called ma'am. I just need to not be called sir, Thank you. Did you call me sir? Hey, I just want to tell you that the person who gave me this called me sir. What? Called me sir. Oh. Yeah. It's just like, it kind of just hurts a lot to get called sir. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. Very good. Thank you so much. No. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm not a sir. Nothing like a good misgendering. It is a knife in the gut when I get called sir. I feel like I need to tell him. I need to tell him that hurt. It hurts more though, and it's not intentional because it means like this is sir to him.
Michael, Sean, and Jay Black is
all right. That's the part.
Queen boy.
That's the part. He said it hurts more when it's done unintentionally, because that means this
didn't come.
Let me get this straight. If I unintentionally do something or say something to you, just say something unaware, that's bad too. And when the guy said ma'am, he said, you don't have to call me ma'am.
Yeah, I don't want to be called he, but I also don't need to be called ma'am.
So what the fuck? What you want the world to do?
They, them.
What you want the world to do? And if this, like you said, because I said it unintentionally, if this isn't working, then whose fault is that?
Takes a dog to a restaurant.
Dog, if your costume,
ma'am.
If your costume didn't work, whose fault is it? If you go out on Halloween and you say, I'm a vampire and I thought you were a ghost, whose fault is that? If they don't know what you want to be referred to as, I don't see how she's getting mad. These are the ones that cause all the drama. Listen, I don't even know what to say at this point. When somebody says, it really hurts when they do it unintentionally.
Because they want they want you to see how they want. So I guess the flip side is always an opposing view. I guess if someone misgenders you, you will correct them, right? In your mind, if somebody called you, excuse me, ma'am, you're like, oh, just because my hair is long and curly, I'm not a man. Like, you would correct the person. So I guess that's the flip side of it.
I guess you can correct them, but you're gonna make a whole video trying to put people in situations where they just didn't know. They just didn't know.
You know what I thought about the whole time I was watching that? How many times was Michelle Obama misgendered intentionally? And so her misgendering videos to me is just an extension of white privilege.
That's exactly what it is. You want to make a video about being called something, and you want black people to act. You want to know what it's like to be called something? You got in the restaurant, bitch.
With your dog.
With your dog. The waiters were at your beck and call. They were coming back and forth. They were taking your complaints without calling the police on you. You worried about being misgendered. Try to go to Starbucks and you just having a meeting and you get the cops called on you.
Damn, Asha went in.
You're embarrassed about being called sir, but not embarrassed about being a man with a whole man part wearing lipstick and a dress and eyeshadow. We don't get wrapped up in your personal confusion.
It's a safe place, people. You can say your thoughts and opinions on this show. That's your views and opinion. We can't judge Asha for her thoughts. There's a lot of people that agree. A lot of people may not.
How would this play out if the wife was going to the... How late were you on this comment, Jay?
No, I think Craig hit live. Hit refresh, Craig. I think you behind. I think he's behind.
Did you go to yesterday's comments? Yesterday's comments. I think somebody's yesterday's comments.
He just got hit refresh.
So what did he put on? What did he put on? Let me read his comments. Let's see. How would this play out if the wife was going to the work dinner with the husband and he didn't approve of what she was wearing? How should it play out?
You just
because Mari.
He didn't hear me say booty shorts.
Yeah, he said booty shorts. That part. Michelle's a biological woman. Period. I don't give a shit what you call me. Just bring me my food. Listen.
He said, call me whatever.
Before we get into the technical part, and I know this. People have assumed I'm black. And I know I get it. But in their eyes, when I tell them I'm Puerto Rican, it's different. But I've never corrected people. Well, and I've never corrected people because I know what they think based on how things are put out in this country. And I'm like, all right. Just like Nikki said, just bring my food.
Here's a real comment from Cypher. As a Philadelphia police officer,
I went through a big thing pause when I pulled one of them over before. The license was a man, but they were a woman. What you want him to do? What you want gray sweatpants to do?
just call them by their name. That's what they're going to say. Address them by their name. Don't give a pronoun.
If the name is Gary,
but you look like
first of all, you just broke the law. Just get your ass out the car. Like, why? get you in your stilettos out the car.
Stupid.
This goes against what the community says they want. The trans community just wants to exist, and this person is making that harder. Listen, listen. Exactly, Lady Q. What do they always have to make it about their gender? Eat your breakfast. I had to go to a court case last year, and the judge came out, and the first thing he said was, "My pronouns are." He was black.
What was his
It's
pronoun?
a big thing. It was probably he, them, he, him. You know, he, him, they, them.
You don't think I give a damn? Like, honestly, like, it's gotten to the point in the situation we're in that they're taking people's rights away, and you want me to worry about your rights?
But wasn't it a congresswoman or a senator or something that was transgender and they consistently call
I played the clip.
her, them, they, them outside of what she wants?
That's a little different.
Now, look, I don't have a problem. If you correct me, I'm going to say my bad. So you want me to call you? Okay, cool. But you're going to try and make a whole
Yo, it's like a knife. Every time someone says it's like a knife in my heart.
And you going to say the same shit over and over again? It's like a knife. You can't say a fork.
I mean, but here's the thing. Everybody's starved for attention. And I know people can say, well, Kamari, you're on YouTube with Mike and Jay. You're starved for attention too. But no, I think it's a little different. I think people want to create these narratives to play the victim and then say, woe is me. I just say GTFOH.
I just said my court case had nothing to do with his sexuality. Why did that have to be announced or pronounced? That has nothing to do with why we are there. Is my point.
They're going with
a point. Why?
If you reference them, he wanted to make sure you know how to address them. That's what I was always in the opposing view.
I'm curious to know what his pronouns were. And what
Always.
Coco said he told him, it said, don't run any more lights. Watch the TOL show and have a good day. They had on gray sweatpants. But the funny thing is, if they was really running street lights.
Do with sexuality. Pronouns have nothing to do with one's sexuality.
Yeah, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I don't.
I mean, I do think it's an interesting conversation. I mean,
it has nothing to do with their sexuality. Then why are you worried about what sex I call it?
Because gender and sexuality isn't the same thing, but we're here for the jokes and not the seriousness. Mike told me
no, it's both.
It's the bit earlier, so I don't want to get in trouble again.
Gender doesn't have anything to do with their sexuality. Okay. Right.
Pronouns doesn't have anything to do with one's sexuality. That's going to process for Mike now.
All right, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to bring.
Lady Q saying is right.
Cool. Gender and sexuality is cool, but gender has something to do with your sex. Your sex.
Yes and no.
Is the issue.
Yes
your sex. Your sexuality has something to do with your sex. Like, y'all can try and play this game of trying to chop and screw everything and try and separate everything. I get what you're saying, but you know I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for the bait. You're talking about my gender has nothing to do with my sex. So why can't I call you whatever you don't want to call you?
But the flip side is you want to be referenced to how you want to be, like, right. That's the flip side to that. Don't call me a woman or a female or a she when I'm, But if I'm male presenting, but he believes he's female presenting,
and he is not,
and that's where
he's not.
In his mind, don't you see I'm a woman? Like, and it's a bothering to him that her, it could be confusing. It could be confusing, but you want to respect people's wishes at the same time, right? I know Asha just went in, but don't you want to respect it? If Mike wanted to be called a woman, come on, don't we have to call him that?
We have to address appropriately.
But this is what I have a problem with. You want me to call you that? That's fine. But don't get mad when I tell you I don't believe it.
Well, who asked you for your opinion? And
No, because this is what they do. When I say I don't believe it, but I'll call you it. They want your belief to be their belief. I respect you. You want to be called Teresa? You Teresa.
It is now, no Cypher. Cypher said, was this an issue 100 years ago? No, but it is now. You got to move with the times.
No. You have to move with the times. Everybody don't have to move with the times.
And I think we got to be careful with that. Was it an issue 100 years ago? Listen, Jim Crow was still in play 100 years ago. So, like Jay said, we got to move with the
Look, Jeanette want to go down the rabbit hole. My gender is female. My sexuality is
whatever
what
I want. What?
That's the point, Jay Black. We don't see that you're a woman. That's why she says, sir.
Yeah, and Queen said, sir, bye.
No, they do.
They don't ask you to believe.
They ask us to believe when they ask us that they can play sports with our daughters. They ask us to believe it then. They do ask us to believe it then.
Sexuality is just attraction.
And listen, I told y'all before, the gender-free bathrooms, I think are the best because everybody got stalls. I think they're the best. I think they're better. I don't like standing by a urinal next to another person and whatever like that. But when you ask that we share the same bathroom, you're asking me to now change my belief that I shouldn't be with somebody I believe.
Ever.
What'd you say? What was that?
I said there's been gender-free bathrooms for a minute, for a while, even before this was a thing.
But the gender-free bathrooms that I went into, my kids didn't go into. They were always at clubs.
True.
They were always at clubs.
But I don't think kids should go into bathrooms by themselves anyway. So I don't care if it's the same gender, different gender, the made-up gender.
What's your age of a kid? What? How old? Because you want to be walking in with a 10-year-old to help them in the bathroom. Like, what do you when you say that? What do you mean?
I might, because listen, I don't trust anybody, and I definitely don't trust my kids by themselves in the bathroom by themselves, because they can be taken advantage of. So 10, yeah, I was taking my kids.
So you walking in a women's room, or you taking them in the men's room?
Going in the men's room, and I used to hate that for my daughter. I used to hate it.
But that's my point. That goes back to the belief. Now you want my daughter. If I want my daughter to be able to go to the bathroom at 10 or 11 years old, and she goes into the woman's room, and you want to be able to use the woman's room, now you're dealing with my belief. You're not dealing with what I will call you. You're dealing with my belief that I'm not comfortable with this. So they are asking us to believe. A father with his daughter goes to which bathroom? I honestly, y'all,
going in the men's. He's taking her in the men's.
This is where this always came in handy for me. I'm the most non-intimidating person in the world. I'm the least. No woman has ever grabbed her purse around me. She's actually asked me to hold it one time on the elevator. She said, "Can you hold this for me?" One, because her hands were full, and I held it. That's how much this adorable face gets trusted.
And he mentioned us earlier. Jack,
yeah, right. This was this nice guy. Yeah, right. This nice soft guy.
I don't know what you want me to do, y'all.
Sorry, Mike.
I can't speak for society. But my girls, when they would use the bathroom when they were young, and it was just me and them, I would make an announcement. I would knock on the door, and if there was a woman in there, I'd be like, "Hey, can you let us know? I have to walk my daughters in the bathroom." And women would always go, "Yeah, come on in." And they would, that was just my life. Because I never wanted to bring my daughters. Not saying it's wrong. I didn't like.
Yeah, I hated it. I get it.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
The family bathroom out here in the mountains. I love the family bathroom. I make sure that nobody in the bathroom then guard the door for my kids.
She's standing guard. All right, I'm out here. Ain't nobody in here now? All right, perfect. All right, you go. No, y'all got to hold up.
Nigga, lay down the law. Whoa.
Hold tight. Find another one or hold tight.
No, well, I know you got to pee. Hold up, she paying. No, she drank a lot of water. She paying.
She drank a lot of water.
She drank a lot of water. Hold up. No, just hold up. Don't get fucked up in front of this bathroom. Just hold up. Yeah, I know you pregnant. I can see you pregnant. You think I'm stupid? I see it. I can tell you like 6 months, but don't worry. You got to hold. You got to hold this.
That's Nikki.
So only trans people do creepy things in bathrooms. Here you go, Lady Q trying to fight. No, nobody said.
There's always an opposing view. What she said.
But you know, a lot of people are taking that, and that's not what I'm saying. Because actually, the quote unquote heterosexual, cisgendered, straight people are the weird ones. Just want to put that out for the record. So I can be politically correct here.
I understand. The reason why I take my daughters would have take them to a woman's bathroom is because I know how perverted heterosexual men are.
And some heterosexual women. But
so let me go like this. You know why I'm doing this? Y'all know why I'm doing this? You know why I'm doing this?
Let's see which way they peeing.
No, that's called miss me with that.
Oh, damn, I was totally wrong.
That's called.
Mike said, miss me with that one.
Miss me with that.
So you saying more men are perverted than women?
I don't know the numbers. I just know I don't trust people and their perversions. I'm not gonna take the chance.
On that note, I saw Slim Thug. He had an image of a girl with her booty shorts on and blamed her for the he's getting a lot of backlash for
And she got it out and ain't giving nobody none. Ain't that some bullshit, y'all? You can't be out here false advertisement like that. What the fuck?
12?
All that ass and them short ass shorts, and she don't want to give nobody none. False advertisement. I told her she better give somebody some every weekend. Why you got all your ass out? And you ain't giving nobody none.
So he went on and on and on about her wearing what she's wearing and wonder why she's getting the attention, but she ain't doing this. And so they've been calling him pervert and creep and everything else online.
I don't want to pile on. What are you, 12, dog? You my age. You my age.
That's why Jay-Z stopped letting them be around Beyonce after that song back in the day. Yo, they've been going in on him. I was like, damn. He said no, y'all got to film me. Why is she wearing them if she don't want all this attention? What are you doing? You know what you're doing.
She don't want your attention. Like, listen, I'm not going down that rabbit hole with the dressing and stuff like that. That's a whole nother subject, and we got to get to this question for the Financial Rebel. But come on, you got that's a shit. Sounds like some stuff people said on the corner in the 90s.
I mean, he's from the 90s. That's his era.
And you ain't evolved at all. Like you ain't see the point where she just don't. You just sound like a bitter old man because she don't want your bitter old man ass.
But that goes with your theory of more men. I guess there's a lot of men out here that are more perverted. That's what you're saying.
Well,
I mean, it's for men to be quote unquote predators / aggressors.
I mean, the difference is when a man impregnates a teenager and goes to jail, we appropriately say what they are. But a woman can go and get pregnant by a teenager, go to jail, come back out, and marry the same person.
Teachers doing it. Yeah, there's a lot of teachers in the story lately in the news having sex with their students.
I don't know which one. I don't know which one is which. I don't know who's more perverse. We live in a perverse society.
There's double standards for boys, and girls, and guys.
I think we live in a perverse society, and we try and act like we don't. We do. Pervert for sure. And why does he think just because a woman had a certain wardrobe on that she has to give up her body to a man / boy? Twisted thinking. Yeah, I mean, but you see, he was huffing on some weed. He was like, just to get some likes and views. All right.
No, but there are people that think like that. Many people don't realize the form of white supremacy that they're promoting, but that's all I got.
And I'll go down the rabbit hole a little bit. This is why I tell women, not because you're wrong to dress the way you want to dress. I'm just trying to give you a warning on what's out there when you go out there dressed a certain way.
Okay, Mike, you went there. Mike just say, hey, don't be surprised if you're wearing your booty shorts and the dude want to smack you and grip them cheeks up. Don't be shocked. Oh my God.
How many times has booty shorts been referenced today?
Yeah, y'all done went for the booty shorts today, boy. I'm waiting for a Luke song to pop on. I've had a Luke song. I'll play it right now. Hey,
summer coming. Look at Nikki. She can't wait to put her booty shorts on. Look.
Look at this one. Look at this one right here. Why ain't you giving it up? Why ain't you giving it up? Why ain't you giving it up?
Maybe she is. Who knows?
She said she's still on the drought. She said she's still Drizzy drought.
She said the drought. She said she'd be over this summer for sure. She's getting them ready.
But I just tell everybody, it's like if I warn you, if you walk down that alley to get to your car, there's a chance you could get got. I'm not saying you're right. You have every right to walk down that alley. You have every right not to be inconvenienced and walk all the way down the block, make a right, make another right, and get to your car. You have every right.
She's talking about the hoochie shorts.
Yeah, I'm just telling you, if you go down there, I know fellas. And now I know women, because trust me, when we talked about us doing that Girls That Dance with Girls party, and we talked about it a few days ago, and we was at the strip club, I have never seen strippers violated the way I saw them violated that night.
By the women?
By the women.
If
I had to tell you what my drunk ass had to break up, I had to break up something enough. Mind you, I'm intoxicated, and you crossed my line.
Read Asha, Mike, come on.
They're not surprised by that. That's what that's why they dress that way.
Ooh, she done pissed somebody off. I love it. It's a free space, Kamari. Open, safe space. We share our thoughts. It's okay to be you and share your opinion, your views and opinions. I love it. I love opposing views. I love it.
Hey, wear what you want, but understand.
Gucci Daddy Short, you and Stacey Mitchell with that.
I understand. I have every right to carry it. Listen.
Ms. Clark got a rebuttal, I think.
However, regardless of your rights, we live in a perverse society.
That's right.
So don't go down the alley.
It's against the law for people to break into your house, but they still break in.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm gonna start gripping up eggplants. What? Wait a second. We were just talking about.
You say y'all ain't the only ones out here.
Get back to the Greek picnic and the freak
yeah, Freaknik. She want Greek picnic.
Retribution. She want to get back to a freaknik and a freaknik.
What the heck?
She got dick dash.
She going all in.
Oh,
all right, so get another video up, but I want to give our tax expert a tax question from somebody. She actually works with me, so I gotta return Drea's text. I'm sorry.
Your baby mama?
Yeah, she gave me a text about a comedian. All of that booty shorts and provocative dressing can sometimes get women raped and murdered. Is it worth it? And what are you trying to attract?
So that's the line that a lot of that's not what gets people raped. What gets people raped is work-minded, sick people who are willing to violate people. They would be willing to do it if they had on booty shorts or a whole what's the Muslim garb that they put on.
I know what you're saying. They just fully covered. Just fully covered.
Fully covered. Yes, thank you. So we do have to be careful about that.
Yeah, we absolutely do.
That's deep.
We absolutely do. It's prevalent in the animal kingdom. What? Say, what are you? Let me read this before I read this shit out.
We need to put him on a 20-minute timeout.
No, that's peacocking. That's called peacocking.
Okay, humans do it too. Oh, that wasn't bad. I'm still not gonna read it out loud, but I would, because I feel like there's something wrong with it. I don't know, but it's not. It's just me. I think it's just me. Lady Q says, I wear sweats 95% of the time. So explain to me why I shouldn't be surprised how men react to my body. I don't know. I'm just trying to. I don't know what. I'm just trying to give people warnings that it's a dirty world out here. But Kamari was absolutely right. How you dress doesn't lead to the rape and stuff like that. They were still gonna rape you, and I shouldn't say it like that.
Yeah, they use that as an excuse.
That's a major excuse. You see what she had on and stuff like that. When that happens, I can't justify any of that, and I won't justify any of that, and I won't go down a rabbit hole saying, if I have my jewelry hanging out, people tell me to tuck it in, and if I don't tuck it in, and I get robbed, y'all gonna blame me for it. Well, I will say that just to give
blaming the victim is a thing of society as well.
Why you ain't tuck your chain? You knew the possibilities, so why didn't you tuck your chain in, Mike? That's your fault.
You know you're not supposed to stop at red lights in North Philly. You know you're not supposed to. What you stopping at red lights for? Or red
Why would you wear the jury knowing that somebody can potentially rob you? That's just dumb. You brought that on yourself.
Yeah, y'all got no problem victim shaming in that situation. I'm telling you, we're
walking down the street with a jury on in North Philly. What is wrong with you, Mike? You're wilding.
You deserve to be in ICU. You brought that on yourself.
With the ice pack up to your head.
Ice pack up to the head. You can't remember nothing. The last thing you remember is 77. What?
Yeah, when I had that herringbone back in 77.
Herringbone back in 77.
You stupid.
Remember, I just got that shit. All right.
All right, where we go?
Here's a question. Tax question. Wait, what did
he say something? I ain't even read
Damn, Mike. You could have read. Like, he always gets sensitive. Why are you Ralph Tresvant in here all the time?
Not Ralph Tresvant.
Leave Rafi T alone.
That's the sensitivity.
And then you go to the big microphone. It's just the microphone. What is it? There's something that get. All right. That's a perfect example on how some situations can happen. You can't leave yourself vulnerable in a society where people have no morals, scruples, or self-control. Choose your battles. All right. My battle is to get to this question. I'm trying, but
I do agree with that. Choosing a battle.
Boom.
Choosing the battles. Cover your tattoos. Just want to bring it back to the.
I mean, that is true too, but.
All right, let me read this for you. Tax question.
Yes,
Can a person that is on the deed but not on the mortgage loan, can they claim the interest and property tax on their tax returns? Should I repeat it again? Should I repeat it again?
Repeat that again because I missed some of it.
All right. Can a person that is on the deed but not on the mortgage loan, can they claim the interest and property tax on their tax returns? Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet. Oh, don't say nothing.
I know the answer.
Wait, don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet. Don't say nothing yet. We all right. Hold up. All right, here we go. Here we go. Financial Rebel, your answer is
yes. Yes, they can. It's about who pays the actual expense or who pays the money for the mortgage. So if they pay the money for the mortgage and they live there, they can write off mortgage interest on their taxes.
You're wrong, Ms. Clark.
It might not help though. It might not help though, but
it might not help. Another question. Will she have to prove what type of evidence will she have to provide that she does make the payments? Will it be bank statements? What would it be?
So if she was ever audited, yes, she would need to provide bank statements showing that she actually made the payments and incurred the mortgage interest.
See that, Jay?
Yeah, I would have thought no, because the deed for me is like, nah, it's the mortgage payments with it, but I get it. So that's why you go to an expert that's in that field and they tell you what you need to do.
Not a novice, not a random wannabe.
That I get my information from AI and Google. No, you don't want that.
Ms. Clark has pushback. She says, how? Their name isn't on a statement.
So when you look at many real estate transactions, right, sometimes people assume deeds or assume mortgages. They take it over. So they are now assuming and taking on that expense as well. So that's why it becomes a tax deduction.
Hear that, you novice Jay Black trying to drop.
No, I get it. It makes sense when he said that way, and you got your paperwork to prove it. You know, if you ever get audited, you got the verification. You know, you're good.
Look how fast, look how quick it took to take that TikTok accounting knowledge and knock it off the block.
That's why we have an expert. That's why we have a tax guy that knows what he's doing and been doing for how many years now? Philly tax? How many years, Kamar?
I think I'm up to like 35. I'm
35
old.
years. 35
You know,
years.
me and Jay, we getting up there, man.
No, don't put me in it. I'm just asking you how long you add me into your.
Hey, man, we like the same age, man. We went to school together. We went to camp together. You know,
Martin Luther King High School. That's what we do.
No, I didn't go to King, Jay.
No,
He
wait.
didn't go to
You went
King.
to middle
Went to
school
King
together. Then
Louis.
the neighbor. Yeah. I went to we
Yes.
went to middle school together. Then you dipped
Yeah.
off, went to a different high school
We
together.
need lies detected on Jay.
It's time for action.
I went to King.
Thanks you for
I
joining the
forgot.
Takeover Legends.
It
It's
just-
time for No Lies Detected.
When you grow up
This
with
man got-
somebody and you
this
go to
man
all the
got the
schools
tax-
together and the living in the neighborhood together, you just assume they
He
all
got the
merged.
financial rebel growing up in West Philly. He ain't got all.
Shut up. Did Nikki have a legit question?
I mean, yeah, it's a legit question.
All right, Kamari, I'm on SSD. Do I need to file and can I get a refund? If not, can my daughter claim me on her taxes because she takes care of me?
Is that Social Security? Is that SSD?
Hold up before you answer that question.
No.
Yeah, Social Security disability.
Hold up.
SSD is Social Security disability, Jay.
The answer is
Oh, hilarious. It depends. That one depends. So normally on SSD, you're not allowed to make over a certain amount of money and have a certain amount of level of money in your bank accounts. Because when you do, you can be disqualified for SSD or government benefits. So you have to be careful with that. Thank you, Milky 13. But you got to be careful with that, Nikki. Potentially, your daughter could claim you if she really is providing 51% of your upkeep.
Was that a dude? Was that a dude who said he liked Kamari?
Hey, I was going to get the flag, but it's 2025, Mike. Anybody can like Kamari's
Put that
voice.
back up there. Wait.
Anybody. This is a serious segment. He 35-year professional in doing taxes, and they got legit tax questions. And Mike always want to be a comedian and play. These people can make extra couple stacks. Listen to Kamari. Go ahead, Mike.
His voice ain't a big deal. His voice ain't a big deal.
We appreciate you, Milky 13.
I mean, so I won't say my voice is a big deal, but a lot of people are shocked by my voice. It makes some people are afraid of me. Going to talk about a restaurant, I could do a whole segment at a restaurant. Weird reactions people have when hearing my voice. That really could be a thing.
Now, Cypher had a legit question. With the egg prices, can people with these prices being inflated away, is there a way that we can somehow include our food and expenses like that? If it's part of your business?
Start a restaurant. Start a farm. Make it a business.
Just as a regular business. Like it could be wokeupinspired.com, my wife. And you have to eat, right? You have to go out to eat and have receipts for certain meetings and things like that. Can that be included? I think that's a legit question.
As it is a legit question. So as a business owner, if you take clients out the mills, you can write that off. You can write off 50% of it because it's assumed that you're going to be eating with them as well.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a farmer, and it doesn't take a whole lot to be a farmer, but if you're a farmer and you're raising eggs, you could potentially write off eggs.
So when I go do my taxes, all this marvelous equipment and set that I work from to do this show every Tuesday through Friday from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m. Can I write this off? Do I have to prove that money I made and stuff like that?
You can write that off. That is a legitimate write-off.
All this stuff is a legitimate write-off right here. All this.
Yes,
Your business. The microphone that Coco keep talking about, your backdrop, your curtains.
My curtains.
Yes.
I don't think y'all never felt these curtains. These are soft curtains. Y'all don't even understand. Y'all don't even understand.
Let me
how
see
much.
them curtains up close. Let me see them curtains. Oh, they are nice.
It's a certain thread count. It's a certain thread count. That's that Egyptian cotton.
Now them rubbing up on it. All right, enough. We'll get the flag out. Mike, you cannot claim. He can claim he bought it for
the shower curtain.
If you've ever touched this, I bet Nikki, I bet you your drought would be over if you touched this.
Lord have mercy.
We are not claiming. He just said we can for meals that you prepare for meetings. We can. What are you talking about?
What meetings did you prepare?
We had to talk about the business. I had to told I wanted a Black Excellence University shirt. So we were discussing how to market the Black. So that was a meeting, and we ate eggs at the meeting. And Kamari said we can write that off. Y'all not listening. See, y'all. That's the problem with Black folks sometimes. Black people, we don't listen.
You're the problem. You're the problem. You're the reason why Kamari has to make those posts on Instagram to keep people like you out of jail. You're the problem.
No, I just
nobody's listening. Nobody's listening.
You need a good book.
We had a meeting in our dining room. To discuss.
You could have. You could have had it at the neighborhood park. You could have had it at the restaurant. These are legit stuff.
All right. Anybody got another tax question? You absolutely can write off business
See,
meals.
and
There you
Asha's
go,
a business owner and been doing it for a long time. She knows.
But he's having a meeting with his wife in his dining room. Okay, all right.
And so a lot of people do try to get away with that, though.
You heard that. A lot of people do try and get away with that.
They have a meeting with their wife or their spouse. They want to write up the whole thing. They want to act like it's a business meeting when
the whole thing.
It's a date with their spouse.
Jay said they met 30 days in the month of March.
In all seriousness, Kamar, if we went to Fridays or whatever, I don't even know what restaurants are. If we went to a restaurant and literally and discussed any part of that dinner, discussed business, that's considered a business meeting, correct?
That gets tricky because how can we say it's a business meeting versus a date with your spouse? What would an IRS agent say?
What you tell me, what constitutes as a business meeting? You and Mike sit down and discuss this show.
Business outcome, a real business objective. You have to be able to document it. 9 times out of 10, if that was to get audited, they would say it's just you and your wife.
What's documentation? Show me what's documentation saying that this was a business.
Why you getting so aggressive? Why you getting so aggressive?
No, I'm not getting.
Why can't you go back a little bit? The man
because this is
you.
No. How do you prove that was? We could have been trying to discuss starting a business. I mean, another element of the business. And what do you mean proof? That the meeting was the meeting.
So just like your cell phone, because I see a lot of people get in trouble with this too. How much of how allocated towards business, and how much was it? Baby, let me look in your eyes. You look so lovely. I love you so much. I want to suck on your toes. How much of it was a date?
Whoa. Hold on. Let me block my joint. Go ahead. I ain't playing with that. I let Jay Black look you dead in the eye when you said that.
A dinner receipt. A dinner receipt is for real. Like that's a meeting. That as long as you discuss anything of business, you can write that. We're not doing it every week. We're not saying every Friday is Pizza Friday and is a business meeting. But I get it. If we're doing it once a quarter or whatever it is, that's a meeting. That receipt, that constitutes.
Here's the way you can write it off and defend against it with the IRS.
All right.
Because I don't like I see people online and say, you can write this off, you can write that off. Anytime you're doing a return, because there's always a chance you might get audited, wrong or not. I always think about the worst case scenario, right? What is the IRS agent, the revenue officer, going to say if they're looking at your papers? They're going to say, Jay, you and your wife were out on a date. Period.
Why would they say that?
I don't care about your receipt.
Twice a year.
Because there's no way to discern that. Now, the way to get around that is to bring clients with you. So let's say, I love that shirt. I'm buying that shirt, by the way. I think I said that earlier. Let's say you get a group of clients, y'all go out on a meal together. Now there's a purpose for that meal. How does Kamari buy more merch from Lady Q? I'm thinking about starting a store myself.
So on a receipt, I should put everybody that attended the meeting, is what you're saying?
Yes, that is one way to audit proof your stuff. Yes.
So all right, so we just gotta add Kamari name down, Lady Q. All right, cool. I mean, how do you stop that? That's my point. How do I stop them saying Michael Sean was there? Like we're gonna order.
Because if you get audited, if you get audited, then Kamari has to lie for you.
No. But they're not going to say get Mike the right. So they would ask you to send a letter saying that you were at this dinner.
Sometimes What? All right. Who knows about Tony Luke's? Wait. Who knows about Tony Luke's? You know the stop, the cheesesteak? All right. Yeah. Do you know what they did? The old man is like 80 years old going to jail. They had 2 sets of books. You know why they're going to jail?
They got greedy.
Because the IRS sat and watched them and figured out how much money they made. And it was an estimate, but they figured out that they were cooking the books. Now, somebody snitched on them, but the IRS will sit on you and look at your stuff. They'll look and see how much traffic you have. So never, what's the word I'm looking for? Never think that there's no length the IRS won't go to get your ass.
Does it matter if it's Ruth Chris, or does it have to be a fancy restaurant, or it can be your neighborhood pizza place? That's what Thunder is.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
It can be any. Got it.
What up, Thunder? Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Makes sense. So
Sir, that means you gotta
them
pay
to
for that.
Oh, that means I gotta pay the bill to put the. Yeah. But we could have chipped in. I just need a receipt.
Well,
everybody chipped in.
the business should be paying the bill if that's the case.
Paying the bill.
Under the business name. Got it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it should be, but not necessarily. Right?
No, yes, it should be. I mean, yes, you can do stuff and pay for it on your own and then write it off, but it's better to show it coming out of your business account.
I like the Ms. Clark said maybe just get people to sign on the back that attended the meeting. That can help, I guess, give some credibility to that particular receipt.
How about this?
No.
How about let's not assume that your meeting with your wife is actually a meeting and not a date.
He said,
let's just stay out of trouble.
Yo, Kamar, you know what the funny thing about Jay said? Why would they think it was a date?
Because you can't prove it's a date versus a meeting. It could have been
you out with your wife at Fridays. You could have had the meeting at your house.
So let me ask you a
question. We needed a certain environment for them to talk about business
Jay.
for the business. That's legit. Y'all
a loud environment.
Wait a minute. Jay, you got a cell phone, right? I know you do. We text them.
Yep.
Do you do business on that cell phone?
Yes, I do.
How much of the bill do you write off?
I don't do the whole thing.
Why not?
But I do.
Why not?
Because I want to be under the radar. I ain't trying to be greedy like Tony Luke's. Yes.
Well, maybe because let me give you the better answer.
Okay.
Because you don't use it 100% for business.
Okay, there we go.
That mill more than not 100% about business.
You sound like the same. I'm sorry. Go ahead. She said I sound like a criminal. No, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you keep talking.
No, because Trump even said this. He said these things are in place for a reason.
Now, okay, got it.
Now when
Trump
it's
is a
beneficial.
criminal. Trump is a criminal. It's documented. I'm not even.
Forget I said Trump, but they have these tax laws in place to. Yeah, I don't know why I said that name. All right, let me just be quiet because I think y'all get where I'm trying. I'm trying to understand the rule.
You're trying to get over. You're trying to get over.
No, I want to make sure I'm within those guidelines. I don't want to leave nothing on the table. In all seriousness,
but let's do this right. Let's talk about real stuff because the tax code is a cheat code for wealth. I agree with that, believe that, live that wholeheartedly. So you can start a business. Let's say you want to buy a vehicle. Can that vehicle be used in your business? Yes. Now it becomes a potential write-off. Don't just get a G-Wagon like all these idiots on social were promoting, but get something that makes sense for your business. Last thing I'll say is never buy something just for tax purposes, meaning that the reason why you want to buy something for your business is to help your business make more money. And you just so happen to get a tax write-off strategically, but you don't want it. You don't want to spend money just to get a tax write-off.
You know what? This is why this man goes above and beyond and has moral standards and wants you to do it the right way. And this is why we have Jay Black, because Jay Black is the wrong way. And what we have, we want to show y'all the difference between making up a business dinner and actually having a business dinner, so that you don't have to cover your.
But there's a lot of people, Mike, that didn't know that when they had that business.
What I'm
dinner,
telling you is, anytime you say I'm doing it like
you how
this,
to write it off
properly. Anytime you use the term under the radar for what you're doing and why you don't do it all the way.
Wait, no, you don't want to be greedy because some people get excessive and you writing everything off. 100% of everything.
If it's legit, it's not called excessive. It's called actually giving the entire amount that you spent. So you don't have to worry about being under the radar if it's properly done. That's all we saying, criminal. That's all.
Cypher, I'm not no. Cypher said, "Can you write stuff off and still end up owing?"
Yes. Just because you write things off don't mean that you don't have a tax liability. Let's say you made $1 million. Let's say you made $100,000 a year, right? I'm sure a lot of people in your audience make $100,000 a year. Let's say it's a business. They might only had expenses of $50,000. Well, you still have $50,000 of income that you have to be taxed on.
Taxable income. Yep. No, it makes sense. Makes total sense. Taxable income.
Yeah. Like Asha made a good point. I could have written off. Now, do you have to, in order to write this off, like let's say the brunch, Mike, you could have written off your meal on Sunday because that was legit business. Yes, it was. You have the receipts and you could have the flyer advertising the event. Now, if I were to make that a write-off, then
Wait a minute, there was a brunch, there was food, and I wasn't invited. I'm feeling sorry.
No, we invited you. We
He
invited
invited everybody on the show. So you got to watch the show every day. You got to watch every day. He wanted a personal text, but yeah.
But my thing is, if I were to write that off, will the accountant then ask me, well, how much do you make in this business?
I mean, well, they should see what you make in the business. And no, I don't think they would challenge that one.
Okay.
I mean, you're a comedian, you're an entertainer. You do a show as a way to promote your entertainment business as well. That's a legitimate.
I do see people say you can donate to this charity because it's 100% write-off, or do this because it can only help you. So you're saying don't just donate and do stuff like that if you're just looking to get it as a write-off credit.
Honestly, the donations are one of the biggest holes where people can get audited. Nobody does that right. Nobody does that right. So when you're just giving donations to the Goodwill, listen, that's great. That's great for the soul. It feeds the soul. But the IRS wants to know, all right, that shirt that you donated, what was the market value of that shirt? Because you bought it for $100. It's not worth $100 when you gave it away. What would the market give for you for that? The Goodwill just writes stuff down. They don't know because they don't put it up for sale.
I got you. I got you.
Strip club sweats.
That's like that's not thing.
That could be a business. Strip club sweats.
You see opportunity and everything. See?
Yeah. But don't antagonize him. Don't antagonize him. All right, so we did it. We got to his expertise.
We did some of it. We got a lot. Asha, that one.
Charitable contributions. Also, I donate to a charity every year. If you have a legitimate office at home for your business, you can write off a percentage of mortgage, interest, and utilities. Depends on the size of your house. You have to divide it by the number of 8 rooms, 1/8, I guess. Well,
so yes, but here's the trick with that. It's supposed to be exclusive, meaning that your office space is supposed to be exclusive. Only business is done there. When guests come over, they're not supposed to sleep there. When the kids are there, they're not supposed to play there. It's just supposed to be for your business. And then what she's talking about, she's talking the square footage of the home. What is the square footage of your home? What is the square footage of your exclusive space that you use? You divide that up and you figure it out. So for example, let's say you have 1,000 square foot home. Your room is 100 square feet that you're in. That's 10%. You can then write off 10% of your mortgage interest, 10% of your real estate tax, 10% of your insurance, 10% of any upkeep that you're using to keep the house up. Correct. So that goes a long way. That goes a long way.
See.
All right.
Yep.
Facts. Education on this show. Go ahead, Mike.
So that room Mike is using to broadcast from, let's assume it's for his exclusive broadcast. So he could write off whatever his rent, mortgage, whatever it is, whatever percentage of that room is, and prepare.
And his taxable income is lowered. Every dollar lowers his taxable income. And that's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
That's right. Because
so
that's what I
stuff. I'm not just here for the big beard and jokes.
That's what and that's, you know why, Jay Black? You know why? And I'm going to claim every last penny. You know why I'm not staying under the radar? Because I actually do it Tuesday through Friday. All my work is done here.
You shouldn't try to stay under the radar. You should try to file. Not try. You should file.
I don't want to get audited. So sometimes I'm thinking, even though the stuff legit, I'm like,
you can get audited. You can get audited whether you're flying under the radar or not. So I say just do it right from the start. And the only way to do it right, really right, you got to have ways to track your expenses. You got to have a bookkeeping system. Every shirt that's sold, you should track that.
Well, no, Lady Q do it. I be talking trash. This is Lady Q's business.
I hope you are helping her.
Well, I'm wearing a shirt. I'm a walking billboard. I'm a model.
As you should be.
I'm gonna follow up with you because you said you're gonna place an order to see if you really do. See, that's my role. I'm like, hey, yo, you said you wanted this shirt, right?
Good.
She needed that work, son. Pause. All right,
all right, get money legitimately.
Legitimately.
Every
right.
Thursday, the Financial Rebel is on the show.
See, Thunder. Thank
We
you,
will
Thunder.
get
You
his
got something else.
opinions
Come
on a lot of things, but I'm going to try and make sure I have one direct tax question for him, financial question, so we can get what this man has been an expert in and has grinded it out for over 30 years, 35 years around there. So you can always get in touch with him at Financial Rebel on his Instagram. It's at Financial Rebel, correct?
Yeah, or the Philly tax team. So
the Philly tax team, tax team. I'm sure you're going to be you're about to be extremely busy if you aren't already.
I already am.
Yeah, I'm sure.
4:15, the deadline coming up, right?
Yeah, I'm already about to put my extension in, and I got the simplest tax I've ever done in my life. I got one page.
Why not just do it? Get it done.
You can do it yourself. Yeah, if you ain't got one document.
I just got one document.
Yeah, you easy.
There it is. All right, y'all. This
Don't
Friday.
You don't got one document.
Who?
Oh no, you got a business, Mike, so you should have way more than one.
Correct.
I wasn't even gonna mess around and do all this, but since now I gotta have.
You never telling him to do it right. You ain't doing it right. You gotta do it right.
No, I don't make up shit. I'm just
legit do a show for the
shortchange
last
myself.
whatever many years. You're a comedian.
Yeah.
You should have been had your.
I just don't want them to ask me, well, how much you made, because I don't even know how much I made. I have no idea how much I've made this year. It hasn't been a lot.
Get your books together.
If Mike is, my accountant did.
Yes, he can use his gas site for his gas receipts and all that stuff goes towards the business. All that can be computed. You just got to get to a professional to work it out.
More than likely it'd be mileage, not receipts. But
mileage, yeah, the transportation, travel. Mileage.
All right, this Friday we got the conversation after dark. We're gonna be at the Q spot. We got panelists, 2 men, 2 women. I'm hosting it. So I'm going to get it kicked up. Listen, when y'all come here, I'm just going to give you, I just want y'all to come, right? Don't take these notes and act like what you're about to get is therapy. This is people's opinions on things. Don't go running home and say you got a new method of doing things. Like, take their opinions that people have on relationships. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a good time. Come out there. Show starts at 8:00. I think Jay Black and Lady Q are coming out. Not sure because that's always iffy. You never know. You never know.
Yep.
Unless you invite them to Ocean Prime or stuff like that. He only does the Ocean Prime.
Ocean Prime. One and done. Keep going. We wrapping the show. We out here.
So this Friday night, which is tomorrow night. Thank God this week has flown by. This Friday night it goes down. I'll keep you abreast. I also got the comedy show in New York that I'm going to do later in April. I'll give y'all more on that. But let's focus tomorrow night, the Q spot. We're going to have a good time. We're going to set it off. Bring your opinionated selves out tomorrow night. It's going to be all about relationships. It's going to be a good time. They're going to have, there's certain things I can't say, but they will have some stuff. They definitely have food. They definitely got food for you. So make sure you come out there. It's laid back. We have a good time. Yeah, Mike, you need to get organized. File cabinets, accounting system. It certainly helps. Asha Boo, that's what, that's what
you gonna help him? He said you gonna help me.
You gonna help him? I'm telling you.
Where's the cute spot?
It's in West Hampton, right next to Willenboro. It's right next to Willenboro.
Willenboro, New Jersey.
Yeah, I'll give you the address before we get out of here.
Let me see if I can go back to Kenya's comment. She put the address up there a long time ago.
Got it here. The address is 790 Wood Lane Road, West Hampton. 790 Wood Lane Road. Doors open at 7 p.m. So get there.
Carl.
Get your seats. My brothers. How
What
are you?
up?
What up, Carl? What's good with you, big
There's
dog?
another one that went to middle school with us. What up, homie?
You sure he went to middle school with you?
Yes, I'm positive. I got pictures of all of us together in middle school. Yes. But you sure?
Sure.
Now, King, it get a little crazy when it comes to King. I don't know if did he go to King with me too? I forget that.
What were you doing at King?
Yeah. Did you really go to middle school with him? Because he's with people in places like I didn't even know.
All right, we out. It's after 9 o'clock.
I did not know. He
Thank you, Mr.
Kamari.
Becker.
He said they went to high school together, but he also lived in North Camden. I don't know how he had Kamari doing all that. I don't know how. But
yes, see, Carl went to King with me too. So yeah, I thought.
All right, Carl. All right, certification, good. Thank God for once. All right, love me for who I am, not who you want me to be, because I can never be that. Understand, there's only one thing in life that's guaranteed: it will end. So enjoy every minute, every second. You fight for everything in your life. Fight for your happiness. Never let anyone, anything, or any circumstance take it from you. For Michael Sean, the Financial Rebel, Jay Black, Sexy Mo, C Chung, from Lady Q. WokeUpInspired.com. Get your merch, get your hoodies, get your t-shirts. Want something customized? It's gonna cost a little bit more, but you can get in touch with them. WokeUpInspired.com. We are gone. Gone.
Michael Sean and the Takeover Legends, where the truth hurts, but also makes you